All right, how's it going, everybody? I turn my TV down so you don't have to put up with the echo chamber going on. Hey, Leah, you're first in. Let's see here. I get it up here like this. I'm getting this set up so I can actually see the chat better. Oh, come on. This mouse drives me nuts. Alright, I'll try that. Hopefully we don't have issues we had last night. Pin a comment. Oh, now my hands are all. Hang on. Let me get it. Hey, here's a nice one right here. How's that one? What did this do? Okay, yeah. There we go. So MG, your name is so long. You've never gotten a pinned comment before. Well, you have this time. Well, it looks like it's hard to see what it says. Can you all see what it says? His name's a little long, but that's all right. Writer says, please like and subscribe also. Awesome. Type like, sub to see more. Yeah, people will tap it. Hey, Joel, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, 2 nights in a row. We're going to try tonight, see if we can have a decent night. Without any you-know-who. This piece here is just a little bit too wet. Just put him aside. I think this is good. I need to pull some handles for all the mugs I made last night. So just have to get some pieces here. And I was a bit worried because my mugs dried a little bit too much last night. I didn't cover them up. I wanted to come down this morning before I went to work. And I forgot about them. So I went to work all day and came back and it looks like the tops are starting to dry too much. So I put some water on them and hopefully I can bring them back more. And I also have some slip ready So, how long tonight am I going to go? Probably not till 10 o'clock. That was 3 hours last night. Hey, Bob. How you doing, buddy? That's all right. You want another shot at it, MG? You want another shot at it, MG? I'll stick it back up there. I mean, I think people know exactly what you're talking about, but so I didn't think twice about what you said. Yeah, Bob, we had a good one last night. Very interesting. Yeah, MG showed up rather quickly. And since I always give Leah the name, I thought, well, I'll give it to MG this time. There we go. It's replace pinned message. There we go. How's that one? I think that one looks pretty good. Thank you, MG. This clay is like so soft. I hate the... It's like you can't put any pressure on it, then you automatically start peeling it away. But I made 11 of these because the 12th one I did last night just didn't turn out. Give me some problems. So, let's see here. I was a little upset when I came down here this evening to see my mugs dried out some. We're going to try to fix that. I hope we can. I don't want my stuff cracking off of here. My handle's cracking, so they're not completely dehydrated. So it was just the tip of the rim. So I don't think it's going to be too bad. They are coming back, so because it was still wet down here. Subscribe to see more lives. Also hit the like. Yeah, you did good, MG. This is good. Yeah, you get Chad's pin a lot too. I bet you do. You're usually the first one in the chats. It seems like, Leah. Yeah. I think it's nice, to share, There we go. This actually looks pretty good now. It's gotten nice and wet now, so I feel pretty confident that handle's going to stick. And I'll put some slip on it too when I go to attach it. Now that I got a big thing of slip ready. I had to do all this before I came on tonight. And I was on Bullseye Ben's live. So I was watching him while I was eating dinner. So we got her all done though. We got it all done. Alright. Hopefully that'll sit there. Yeah, that'll sit there. Alright. Leah, you're not a fake fan, you're everyone's number one. I'm in Joel's first too, if not napping when he goes live. Yeah. I noticed that, Leah. You're quick on the draw. No, I just don't like that handle. This clay is so soft that it just it makes it hard to pull the handles because as soon as you add just a little bit of water, it wants to kind of melt in your hands a little bit. I'm going to try it this way once. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my thumb, putting it on the side like this. Here, I'm going to show me in the camera. And putting it like this and coming down. I'd rotate it and come down that side. That way I get that look. And then I'll end up smoothing out that jagged point. Kind of like that. So it just kind of smooths it out. Give it a little bit more length here. Alright, so I'm probably going to thin this handle out more, but I'm going to put it on the mug first and then kind of pull, try to get it thinner, at least down in this area. Where's my needle tool? There it is. Yeah, that's probably going to be good. So let's set these up here for now. At least get them starting their curve. Let these cups get wetter. All right. Let's see. That's cool, MG. No issue. No issue. You've been busy, Bob. Yeah? You're driving now. Hopefully I'm not too distracting for you. Client. Oh, okay. Thank you, Joe. I didn't get to read it. Thank you. Quick on the draw. Did you see MG got to post the message today? Yep. Did you go live today, Joel? I don't think you did. If you did, I missed you. There's a handle. You need to pin a message more often? Yeah. Well, you know, I saw the other guys doing it, and I thought, you know, it's probably a good idea to do that, and I didn't know how. And then Leah showed me. So I'm learning. I ain't that old. Okay, you gotta finish dinner, but I'll be back lurking. All right. Sounds good, Leah. Oh no, you showed you. I just reminded you. Well, yeah, maybe it went that way. It seemed like you helped me though. Yeah, I don't know if it helps, Joel, but last night I got 11 new subs just in one video. So I think it might help. Certainly doesn't hurt to give it a try. I'll take my foot off that pedal just in case. I don't need to have everything flying around on me. This is the way I pull my handles though. So it takes a little bit of practice to do this, but and the clay, you know, is not always the same consistency, it seems, and it's better to pull your handles the same day as you made your pieces and then put everything together so it all dries to the same amount, which is probably why I'm having some of the issues I'm having as far as some of the separation. So just a tip, Joel, if you ever make a handle, let's start with this one. Does it help? It does help for sure. I just always forget, usually rushing to get everything ready for the stream. I know what you're talking about, man. When I got home, I got my dinner, I sat down and turned on the YouTube, and I saw Bullseye Ben was on, so I started watching his live. And then, of course, when I got done dinner, I mean, I had like an hour to go yet, so then I had to get everything ready. So yeah, it's always a rush, it seems. Because I don't get home till like a little bit, like 5:30 usually. So. So what I'm going to try here with these handles is I'm not going to pull them so thin right here. I'm going to attach them to the mug and then I'll thin them out off the mug, and hopefully my handle looks a little bit better. I wasn't real super happy with the last one, so I'm hoping that these will turn out a little bit better than those. I mean, don't get me wrong, they look great, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I guess. Yeah, I decided to take Tuesdays and Thursdays off and chill with my lady. Cool. Been doing a lot of streaming lately. Well, these past 2 days I have. I know you've been going pretty much, it seemed like over the weekend I think you did quite a bit. Hi, Miss Jacqueline. Canela Rose? What's that? You ought at least speak in a sentence. Thank you, Joel. Hope it's not already starting tonight. I don't know what they have against me if that's the case. Dang it. Some people just like to troll. Yep. Yeah, you know, I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand people like that. They're just laughing to themselves, I guess. I don't know. I mean, nobody on the streams ever think it's funny. For some reason, I had to refresh to see those. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, Joel, last night, I mean, all my stuff is, like I said, I use the dual VPN plus even my my Google account is double bypass, double password with authenticator. So it's very difficult for somebody to do something without me knowing about it. So yep. Oh, hello, Ben. How you doing, brother? You didn't go live today, I don't think. Are you going live tonight? Ryder has the same question. I'm making handles tonight for all the mugs I made last night. Because till I got done last night, it was 10 o'clock. I was tired. You're going live watching my live. I was going to say it's a lot of chat to look at. We already had one spammer in here. Trying to spam. Joel took care of him. At least this time they spoke English. At least it seemed that way. I got 12 handles to pull. Well, 11 handles to pull. Area? You look like a famous Iranian actor named... Really? I don't think so. Hi, Sabrina. Good to see you in here. Goof? Hi. That's a strange one. That's a strange name, Goof. Ah, Laura's back. Hello, all. Hope everyone's having a great night, she says. So far, we are. Just getting some handles ready to put on some mugs. There's 6 of them, so I'm pretty much halfway for making the handles. Then I got to put them on the mugs. This is always quite the process. And my hands are already nice and wet, so that don't help anything either. One thing I got this Sheffield clay is it's very moist. And I remember, Ben, you were saying that your clay was a little bit harder. I think that's what you were saying. But this stuff's like really moist for some reason. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but it's very moist. Very. So. This is how I start to get the piece of clay ready to start to pull handles. So I just make a shape like a potato, really. That's all I'm doing. I like to have this one hand drier, not so wet. And then I simply grab it and put my fingers in it like that to where I have a good grip on it. And then slowly start to pull, like milking a cow, to pull a handle. And I'm rotating it at the same time as I'm pulling down to try to get a round handle, even though at the end you'll see I change that shape up. I always like the look of pulled handles. I'm just sometimes I'm not that great at it. It just seems like I'm just not into it or something, you know. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking my thumb, and I don't know if you can see this good, but I'm taking my thumb and going down like this and putting a groove in like that, and I put a groove in the other side as well. It's a little bit thick, but that's alright because I think I can thin that out real nice and it'll look good. Because what I'm going to do is put the handle on the mug, and I'm going to pull then when they're on the mug. We'll see how that one does. I'll make an extra just in case I don't like one. Yeah, last batch of T3 was very hard. If I was to pull handles with this clay, they would crack. Yeah. Yeah, this is very, very soft. I mean, it's crazy how wet this clay is. Taz, hello. How's everybody doing? So far, we're all doing pretty good. Looks like we have the whole gang here tonight. We had the whole gang here last night, too. Even after the mess with the spammer. This is the new clay body from Sheffield. This is that, the MC4, something like that. I don't know. I have to look at it again, Ben, but it has a bit of grog in it. You can definitely feel it on the edge of your cups, your mugs and stuff like that, where it, you know how it is, it's gritty, like a sandy, but it's a very fine grit, grog. It's not like my other clay body where the grog was much heavier. This feels like a, this grog, now that I'm thinking about it, feels like play sand. It's what it feels like. Yeah, the subs went up. Yeah, for sure. It went up. I gained 11 subs last night, which was amazing. I couldn't believe it. Even after all that mess we went through last night, still got 11 subs out of it. So that was pretty impressive. Yeah, I believe the T3 is sand. Okay. It feels like play sand is really what it does. It just has that real fine, powdery type, I don't know, of grit. I don't know what else to call it. It's just kind of what it reminds me of. What I'd like to do is get an extruder, make this job a little bit faster for me. So that I can extrude, I want to make my own cutout to extrude my handles that are already be in this shape. But I think what I'll do is I'll make them thicker, so I'll put them on the mugs and then I'll pull them from the mugs. But at least I already have that shape started, which makes it a little bit easier, a little bit faster, and a little bit more consistent. But I don't really worry about the consistency too much. So that's all I'm doing. Just creating that ridge in the clay. It's actually pretty thick. I'll be able to pull that all the way down. I think I like it though, Ben. I mean, I haven't fired any of it yet, and I don't know what my glazes are going to do on it yet. But so far, it's a good throwing clay, I think. Well, I think they do too, Ben. When you have one of those pulled handles in your hand, it fits, you know. But that's why I say that I would probably extrude out my shape that I like, but make it like a short, fatter piece, stick it to the mug, and then pull. I think that'd be a lot faster for me if I do it that way, and I still get a pulled handle, so to speak. I mean, might not start out that way, but it ends that way. Because I like to have the curve on the back side for your fingers to come in. Well, on this side here, I like to have the ridge so that when you hold your mug, your thumb goes on one side or the other, depending on which hand you are. I don't know, people told me they like the handles, that they love the mugs, so I keep doing them that way. But I've done them this way ever since I started making pottery and mugs. I've been doing my handles this way. So it's really nothing new to my product, really. I'm sure other people do the same thing. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there. We've got to fix him up then. These things are so wet. That's the problem. Almost all of them dry for a while before I try to stick them to the mugs. I know Simon Leach pulls his handles too. He'll put a little stubble on his mug and then he'll pull right off of his mug. And I think Matthew Kelly does the same thing. Alright, I gotta get another piece down here and run out of room. Besides, I need to straighten some of these pieces. There, just stay there for me. Stay. I think this is too long. Straighten you out more. Alright. Oh, jeez. This bat is so wet. Alright. I think if I did this all day, I'd let this clay sit out for a little bit before I start messing with it. It's just so wet. However, being it's that wet, I still, when I go and throw a skinny mug, like a real thin-walled mug, it still pretty well holds its shape, which I think it has something to do with the grog and everything in there. But I mean, I hope it goes well with my glazes. I hope it fits well. I don't want any cracking stuff going on, so. Although some people like that look. Yeah, pulling off the mug for different style holds is the way to go. Yeah, I think so too, man. I think that pulled handles look so cool. No matter really what shape you're going for, that you can always tell, I think, a pulled handle. Yeah. I'll thin this all out when I go to pull it off the mug. If I have a little bit more clay, I'm fine with that. Let's see, there's 6, 10, there's 12 handles. I need to make some extra, just in case. Is that how you do your handles, Ben? You pull your handles? That's a little bit thinner than what I want. Yeah, don't like that one. All right. I don't get a chance to do mugs that often, but when I do, yes. Yeah. Yeah, you got your hands full with pots, for sure. I mean, that's a lot of pots you do a day. It's crazy. But when it's your bread and butter, you know, I can see your point. You don't really get much time to make mugs and stuff like that. Your wife's doing a really good job, though. I've heard that some of the stuff she's done looks amazing. This needs to be wedged out so it can dry up just a little bit. Let me just pull some off of the rest of the clay. She's awesome. I tell her, you'll said so. Thank you. Yeah, she is. She's really awesome. I love her. I love her little bud vases. The shapes are cool shapes, you know. And some people don't realize that bringing in the neck like that is a lot harder than what it looks. I gotta say there, Ben, I have never made large pieces like you have. I mean, I've never really had a kiln. I mean, if I were to stick one of those large pieces in my kiln, it'd fill up the whole kiln. Yeah, especially on tiny pots. Yeah, that narrow neck is hard. Ab Lele or Lele. They're cool. Yep, I'm putting handles on some of my mugs, and so I have to make the handles. And I have enough handles made. However, I need to make sure I have extra in case I screw up. Pots, yeah. Mugs. Mugs like this, then you get a handle put on them. Made those last night during the chaos. Yes, mug. Just wedging the clay up a little bit. I would like to try bigger pieces though. I think it'd be fascinating to make some big pieces. But I'd be completely new to making a huge piece. So it'd be fun. All right. So I'm going to make a little potato shape like I did before. Lily says oven and glaze or just oven. Yeah, so it's it gets bisque fired, and after the bisque fire, we put glaze on it, and after that, it goes back in for a glaze firing. Try a 25-pound live. Yeah, it might be okay to do with a soft clay. This is a soft clay, so well, yeah. Well, that's probably what I'd do. I'd probably break it up into smaller amounts until I get the whole thing centered, and then I can pull it up. I would like to try it. Maybe I'll do that. I might get a lot of viewers for that. I know Joel got a lot of viewers for his. Oh, hey, how you doing? I can't pronounce your name, but hey, you're from India. I subbed to your channel. And I didn't know how to turn on the language thing so I could speak to you correctly. I was trying Google Translator. It wasn't working for me. But yeah, Ben, I think I'll try that. Yeah, Ben, the guy from India down below there, he last night, he's a potter, and was throwing off the hump last night. Looked like he was very good at it too. So he actually has a YouTube page or channel, and he goes live and does videos. I just can't pronounce his name correctly. There's her. Yeah. I wish I could pronounce your name, brother. There's a handle. That's a long handle though. That's too big for my mugs, but I'll cut it down. Like make it a smaller handle. Yeah, language is a problem. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to speak to you, that we could both understand each other, but I never really met a potter from India, and I saw you last night throwing, looked pretty cool. Yeah, Ben, he doesn't have a traditional wheel from what I could tell. He has one, I don't know, you have to look at it. It's a big wheel. He kind of sits at the wheel, and then he basically throws right off the hump. I just wish we could cross that language barrier. Lele says, English isn't my native. I try to translate. I'm from Russia. Oh, okay. Thank you. That's how I make my pulled handles. So they shape like that. That way it's more comfortable. So it's just like that, and then I'll pull once it's on the mug. Alright, I think I have plenty of extra now. I'm going to let those dry, but I need to make more mixing bowls, believe it or not. People like mixing bowls. So I'm going to make some mixing bowls. Now I got my slip already made up. So I was very prepared to do handles. Alright, let's get this mess cleaned up. Let's see. India, just early morning India, yeah. Yeah, I remember it's early over there, it's your morning. You're like it. Well, I don't know if it's almost 8 o'clock here, it's probably what? Is it 7 o'clock there? I don't remember of the time in India. Alright, let's weigh out my clay. That's 2 pounds right there. Alright, I'll make a smaller bowl. Bob says you gotta run. Good night, all. Good night, Bob. Thank you for stopping in. It's always good to have you here. 6:23 a.m. Okay. Yeah, Bob was lurking. Leah's in here lurking too, somewhere. keep that shape. This one here I kind of got off from the beginning. I'll see if I can true it back up, but I kind of screwed it up. Alright, see you later, India. Hey, MG's back. It's frustrating. I screwed that first one up. Yep, Lee is lurking. Well, this ain't no mixing bowl. But I went pretty thin with it, and it's still staying up. Even though I didn't get my centering correct, but other than that, it's actually staying put. It doesn't want to collapse on me. Let's see. Oh yeah, time to do editing. All right, sounds good. The watch hours help, for sure. Well, I don't like how it's off a little bit. But it still turned out rather nice besides that. What is watch hours? So YouTube keeps track of how long people are watching your content. So they put it in watch hours, and you're supposed to have a certain amount of watch hours to qualify for to get members like that and monetization, I guess, and that kind of thing. I don't know. That's what watch hours is. They add up how long people have watched your content. Adrian, good to see you in here. Oh, Taz, thank you. I appreciate you bringing them over here. I thank you greatly. All right. Well, it's not a bad shaped bowl, I don't think. It looks pretty good. It's just not a mixing bowl though. You see how it kind of wobbles too? I don't care for that either, but nobody's going to spin it like I do. But yeah, Ben, if you're still here, I can show you this edge on the clay, because it gives you a good idea of what the clay looks like. See if I can get a close-up of that. don't know if you can see it at all. But you can see the sand in there a little bit, the grog. But I mean, you can smooth it out, of course, but it's like real fine particles. Well, the bowl has a good shape. I'm just not totally happy with it. Russian. Yeah, MG can speak Russian. At least a little bit, right? From what I can tell, you do. Alright, it says, that completes this authentic and handmade look. I think it looks awesome. Well, thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. And yeah, you're right. It does. It's, you know, it gives it, it's handmade. So how much clay is this? I wonder. I wonder how much clay is that? Maybe I can make a huge bowl. I haven't thrown anything big with this clay yet. So, I don't know, what is this? That's like 7 pounds. It's like 7 pounds, a little bit over. Nothing to write home about. Yes, I can in Russia. So that's roughly 7 pounds. There's no air in that at all. I didn't even start to feel any air in there. Alright. Let's see what I can make out of this. Hey, day's going good. How's your day going? Hopefully you've had a good day. Alright, that looks like a cow patty. That's how soft the clay is. And it feels super wet. Yep, it's just a language. Machine-made things always look identical. There's no real creativity or talent in the mass-made machine products. You're absolutely right, Laura. Your last name is Greek. You speak Spanish and English. Okay. And MG says my maiden language is Norwegian. Huh. I think you said that before. I bet my wife would love for this to be a flower pot. Who wants to hear my maiden language? Is this in my maiden language? Huh. Yeah. Murray, will you tell Leah that I said hi because she's lurking and is not reading chat? Yes. Adrian wants to say hi to Leah. Leah, I think you're still there somewhere. But Adrian's looking for you. I think she's quite busy tonight, but she is lurking. Air Jama Joko so I don't think I can pronounce that one. But that's your maiden language. Okay. Anyways, back to work I go. Alright. There's Leah. I haven't done this in a while, Ben. It's been years since I moved this much clay, I think. Not quite used to it. Pull off little pieces here and there. I feel like I'm watching Ben right now throw one of his huge pots. Although he'd have this done by now. Nah. I'm having grilled cheese and tomato soup for dinner. Hey, that sounds good. That's a classic right there. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Adrian, I'm not sure what you said there. You retracted it? Ryder's lurking too? Hey, that's alright, guys. You can lurk all you want. You don't have to chat if you don't need to, if you can't or you don't want to. It's alright. Perfectly fine. Yeah, this is one of the bigger pieces I've made. I'm still not quite sure what I'm going to make it into. I mean, I still got a good bit of wall left in it, so I could go thinner yet. You actually called me Ben. Yeah, usually Ben's throwing this big stuff, isn't he? I don't know if he's still in the chat anymore. He might have had to go. Janelle? Hey, Janelle's here too. Hello, Random. Let's see. Laura says, we had Domino's pizza this afternoon, so there's some leftover for dinner. Laugh out loud. I had pepperoni and green pepper, and my daughter had pepperoni. Haven't had Domino's pizza in about a year. Wow. I like pepperoni pizza. And I like their pepperoni pizza too. I mean, it's good. It's spicy. Ain't no doubt about it. How much longer am I going to be... Oh, how much longer are you going to be live in our region? Well, I don't know where you are exactly. But, what time is it now? It's probably 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock p.m. is probably when I'll be done tonight. So we got about 45 minutes roughly, give or take. Laura says, it was so yummy, I gotta have ranch dipping sauce. That sounds like my wife. That's why I'm laughing. My wife likes to put ranch on stuff. And my grandchildren like to put ranch on stuff. I, however, don't put ranch on stuff. Hey there, Canada Bear. All right, Adrian, sounds good. Laura says, neither does my daughter. Yeah, I never, I don't know. I can eat ranch, but I just never had the, I don't know, the taste buds for it, really. Ryder loves ranch. All right, guys, what else can I do to this thing? It's freaking huge. So this is something different you don't see me do every day. I want certain things with orange. I don't like it on everything. I like it maybe. I don't like just for a different song. That's all not on something. Okay. Let's see. Laura says there's just something about the pepperoni, green pepper, ranch combo that's so tasty. Tasty and spicy. Ryder says he likes ranch on certain things. Sorry, if I made you confused for a second. Yeah, that one, when I tried to read that, it was kind of a little bit difficult. Oh, it's okay, Adrian. My daughter eats ranch with all her pizza. I just like the red hot peppers, the flakes. That's really big. Looks good though. It'd just be difficult to make such big things. Yeah, yeah, it is. I'm not used to making larger stuff like this, but it's good practice for me. I should do it more often. It's just that when I make a bigger piece, then I gotta try to fit it in my kiln. So, and unless I can fit in my kiln, then I don't know if you saw Ugg Chugs, but he made a big piece too, and putting something like that in your kiln takes up a lot of space. I can't do the red pepper flakes, Janelle. Way too spicy. I'm with you. I can't do them either, Janelle. Spice is nice, Janelle says. So what do y'all think of this so far? Is it looking all right from your end? I'm trying to put a little bit of shape into it. Let's see. Where's Leah at? Leah's busy, probably. She's still here, I'm sure. Laura, my daughter loves spicy food. I ate jalapenos with every meal during my pregnancy. Oh my gosh. So she's able to eat spicy food according to her dad. I bet she kept you up all night. Let me guess, you ate them, then you chased them with pickles. How's that shape look? I think it looks all right. It's a big pot. I mean, you can certainly put a huge flower in here, or a planter, or whatever, you know. Nice pot, Terry. Loving this one. Laura says, that looks really nice. Melvin says, looks pretty cool. Daily Shorts, MG. There you are with your Russian again. Laura says that she did. Laugh out loud. My craving was watermelon. I love watermelon. But now I do enjoy pickles and blueberries. Trust me, it tastes really good. Yeah, I can imagine she did keep you up all night. Oh, you're speaking Norwegian. All right, you're tricking us. You're good at those different languages, aren't you? Well, at least your own, right? You're Norwegian and you're Russian. So, maybe I should put an edge on this thing yet. Yes, I would say. Yes, you are. Let's see here, guys. Since I did make it so big, I like those edges that Ben does all the time. And he's so good at making them. Let me see if I can make it. This clay's holding up rather well. For as wet as it is, it's actually really holding up nicely. Let's see. Adrian says, are you beaker got tripped again? Oh, your breaker got tripped again. I don't know the age is happening. Janelle says, a true original, so great. Adrian, how you tripping breakers, man? How's that happening? So Ben does something like that, and I think what I need to do is widen it a little bit. Yeah, I watch him do this edge a lot, and I thought, man, I really like that edge. But I think we do have to widen it a little bit, like that. And then what Mr. Ben will do is come back and do this. Something like that. I wonder if I can lay it over now. Let's see, now I've stretched that out. I'll have to do this a different way since I just stretched it out. But that's okay. I think Ben would still appreciate that. Let's face it, he would have had this done way before me. But then again, he does these every single day. Looking good. Looking good, Lucy. Yeah, I haven't done any big ones for a while, so here you go. Looks cool. It's a beauty. That looks great, Ryder says. Laura says, you don't learn new skills without trying them. I wanted to learn how to do, okay, how you pronounce that, Midi? I got myself a Hina cone and got a rim design on my, oh, I know what you mean now, Laura. Started tracing. Oh, well that's cool. That's cool. Let's see. MG says, yeah, what countries are you from except from America? MG, ain't no way you speak Norwegian and have never ever spoken to Max. See, Leah's still lurking. She's not going to miss the good stuff. All right. That ain't too awful bad. It's actually a pretty good sized planter. I'll have to put the hole in the bottom. I feel like I could have made it larger, but it's got a very different design though, doesn't it? I mean, I really haven't seen one like this before. But it's got a unique design to it. There you go. Let's see. Oh, I'm missing chat. Chat must be flying. Mindy is how it pronounced. Mende, okay, spelled funny, yeah. I'm back, great. You're yeah. I'm going to keep spelling your name wrong, Leah. I can tell you actually believe that I speak Norwegian. I'll tell you the history. I'm not joking when I say that I am from it. Oh my. Thank you, Janelle. You're making a delicious dinner. Mexican chicken casserole. Yum. I like beef casserole. So pretty, Leah says. Leah says, amazing. Hey, Kanda Bear. Yeah, pretty bad. Not bad at all, I don't think. Certainly a really different design. I think Ben would be happy with that, right? We have to take a thumbnail of that. OMG Norway. Cyberpunk. That's baptized the whole world today and pray for Russia. Cyberpunk. Laura says, what time's dinner, Leah? That sounds very yummy. Let's see. S7P. Where are you from? I'm from America. Pennsylvania, to be exact. Cyberpunk says, Viva Russ. Okay. Taz says it looks great. Yeah, I think it does. It's about 7 pounds of clay, roughly. Very different looking, you know. We'll have to make sure that that Ben sees that one. He might appreciate that. Although he would have taken a lot less time making this one. But that's the way it goes, right, guys? All right. What time is it? 8:30. I'm going to stream until 9. Let's see. MG, I will tell you. So my great grandma and my your great grandma and my grandma migrated from Norway to America and had my mom during the way because they were stuck in a Holocaust camp. There you go, Leah. Right about now, Lee. Yeah, it's all head to Tennessee. That one is the one I could buy. Give me a price. Well, Janelle, if that's the one you would like, you can certainly have it. Let me figure out what the cost is on it, because I don't know exactly. I have to put a glaze on it. But I can earmark that one for you if you're interested. I will let you know a price, and if the price is right, then you're more than welcome to purchase it. You'll have first dibs. First dibs. Let's see. What would you to make? What would you to make? I don't know. I have some mugs to do to put handles on, which we might be about ready to do some handles. I wanted to do that piece to kind of waste some time so the handles dry a little bit, but I think they're pretty good right now. Let's see. Let's see there, sounds good. How much degrees Celsius needed for clay to bake? I don't know, Cyberpunk. I don't know the Celsius. I can tell you that for different clay bodies, it's different temperatures. You know, you just have to kind of work it out and try your clay body with whatever temp. I mean, there's obviously a small range, but you may have to go above that or below that. It just kind of depends on what your clay likes. I have to go up to a cone 6 on mine, which is 2,200, I want to say 232 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't know what that is in Celsius, though. Let's see. You realize you call it melting pot for a reason. Jewish shares. Lily says, I don't know, I didn't catch that one. I want it. It's a beauty. Okay, Janelle. It's earmarked for you. Hey, T2. How you doing? We're here, a full story. Yeah. Lee and MG are going at it a little bit, talking about history. All right. Good to see you in here, T2. Ask me full story, MG. So all I gotta do is clean these bottoms up a little bit. And because I leave them dry on the bat like that, they turn out pretty smooth on the bottom. So I just have to take my finger across them and try to clean them up a little bit. Let's see. Is it expensive to make one in terms of supplies? It can be. It can be expensive to make one, yes. It just depends, you know, depends on the size, how long it takes to make it. It's just, you know. But the supplies goes, I mean, clay can be very cheap, but, you know, that depends too. But clay's probably the cheapest thing, I think, to buy. Glazes can be expensive. Especially some glazes are very expensive. It's probably cheaper to make the glaze yourself. It takes time. And as far as the wheels can run you from $800 to $2,000, $3,000. A kiln can cost like, I won't know, probably from $3,000 to $6,000, $7,000. Probably even more than that actually for bigger kilns. So yeah, I mean, it can be costly, yes. Good. What about you? Yeah, I like your new name, Adrian. I like it. Didn't say that before, but I do like it. Let's see. Yay. Yay, Janelle says she likes the piece. Let's see. Laura, is that the leather hard stage? Yes, this is the leather hard stage. As you can see, you know, you can take your finger and rub the clay and it kind of smooths out a little bit. But this is what you call leather hard. And it kind of feels like leather in a way, which is probably why it gets its name that way. But if you got a little spot that's a little rough, you can rub it out with your finger a little bit to smooth it. So, let's see. Very good. Do I make the glaze myself? Let's see, where am I? Yeah, glaze yourself, or do you take it? So, right now I do not make my own glazes. I purchase my glazes. Most of my glazes are coyote glazes. However, I will be starting the process of making my own glazes and coming up with my own recipes and stuff. So for now, yeah, I buy my glazes. Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh, Leah. Not to mention story, ancestors. How long did it take for you to master your work? Well, it takes, you know, it takes a while, but some people are just natural. You know, they're natural at it. But, you know, just practice, practice, practice. I mean, sometimes it doesn't take that long to master it, you know. There's a lot to learn. So in terms of, like, I would say mastering clay, I think you're always learning. I am. I'm always learning how to make stuff. So I'll probably never be a master, so to speak, but, you know, I do know a lot about it. I've been doing this for 20 years on and off, you know. I sell at craft shows and stuff like that. I am making a Shopify store where I'll be putting my products on for sale. So, let's see. Thanks, Ben. Come up with the name. Yeah, I think it's nice. Yeah, I like it, Adrian. Laura says that's cool. Say by the history. Long day and Murray streams are quickly becoming a save for my soul. Oh my. But like I said, I love to hear about it, and you said you'd put it in the Discord. Yeah, yeah. Put it in the Discord. Janelle says Lee is on the prowl. Yeah, she is on the prowl. Boy, that's for sure. She got fired up. Fired up. Yeah, if you're under the age of 18, don't put your age up, please. Let's see. Who else is on here? In Oslo, when we moved to Montana, USA in 2014. Okay. Well, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Do you have a website that I can buy from? So no, not yet. Have you heard of Shopify? I am making a Shopify store. So that takes a process for me because I can't I have a regular job during the day. So when I come home, I don't have that much time to spend doing that kind of stuff. So it's usually in the evenings and weekends when I get to work on that kind of stuff. So it's not up yet. But I'm working on it. So there will be a store, yes. Maybe a website in the future, yeah. Let's see here. I'm not fired up. I'm really not. Just exhausted. Been a really long day and a lot of bumps in the road. Well, we all have days like that for sure. Let's see. Yes, I was born in Norway. Yeah, there's my Facebook. You can look on there. I do have, I don't have any pieces for sale on there, so to speak, but I do share my products on there, pictures of them. If you see something you like, just contact me, you know. Or if you see me make something on the live, you know, let me know. Just like Janelle did. She said she likes that pot that I just made. And it's going to be hers. So it's got her name written on it. Pomegranate glaze color. Make it very stunning. Oh, so that's pomegranate. What color is pomegranate? Is that like purple, like a purple color? Because I have a purple color glaze. I'm just not sure if that's what... I'm trying to think of pomegranate looks like. Let's see. I am from Saudi Arabia, and I like your work, and I want one, but no problem. Okay, yeah. As soon as I get some stuff up, if you stick around, you know, on my channel, I'll let you know when I'll have my site up, and you can purchase things, and I will send them to you if you want to. Saudi Arabia, and I don't know what it costs to send things to Saudi Arabia, but I could probably figure it out. So what I'm doing is making the end of the handle here a little bit thicker. So I just kind of tap it onto my piece a little bit to widen it out more. Let's see. If Murray don't Facebook, I will never be able to buy. Okay. Let's see. Never ever again say hi. That's all. Oh, Adrian wants a piggy bank. Okay. You want a piggy bank? I can do that. Oh, it's like a red, like a deep red. All right. Lele, hang on. I'll show you a picture, or I'll show you a color that I have. Okay. So Lele, there you go. Like that color? Vine red, juicy red. Oh, Leah wants two piggies. So that's a red that I have. I don't know if that's a dark enough red. Any idea how to make frogs? Laura says. Well, Laura, I think you asked this before, and I can try to make a frog. I certainly can. I have never made one before. So Canada Bear says, I want a nice mug and a piggy. Okay. Oh, and he says, no, no, okay. All right, that's the red I do have. I don't know if I have a darker red or not. It's hard to tell because the light kind of makes it shine a little bit. Yeah, that's probably the one I have that's the darkest. I mean, I could probably put a few more layers of glaze on it, which would make it a little bit darker. And it depends too. I mean, that was on a tan clay body. So it was a little bit darker with the tan clay body too. But I'm sorry, Lily. I don't have a darker red than that one. Janelle says, I really do want that one. How do I get it? Well, you're going to have to wait a little bit because it's going to have to dry. Then it's going to have to go and get, I'm going to have to trim it, which you might see me trim it on here. Then it has to go in the kiln. It has to be bisque fired. And then after it gets bisque fired, then I have to glaze it. And then once it's glazed, it goes back in the kiln for the final firing. So, and for that big a piece, I'm gonna have to try to fit it in my kiln. So, with other pieces. And right now, Janelle, I have a lot of pieces going in my kiln for the holiday. So it makes it kind of tough to get a big piece in right now. So I can't promise you exactly on when I can have it for you. Right now I can't anyhow because of the season it is. But usually a big piece like that, you know, it takes a little bit of time to get through because it is so big. It just takes up a lot of room in the kiln. So here I'm applying some slip. Darker cherry. It's more like a dark cherry. Okay. I can see if I can find something, Lele. I want a dolphin. Adrian wants a dolphin. I thought you said you wanted a mug and you wanted a piggy. And now you want a dolphin too? Lele says it's like a dark cherry. Okay. Well, I will look for that glaze, Lele. Hopefully, am I saying your name correctly? Hopefully I am. Let's see. Yep, I can't read that, MG. Laura says, that would be awesome. They are my favorite amphibians. Horses are my favorite mammal, but frogs have a special place in my soul. Okay. Well, I could certainly try to make one, since I haven't. Maybe I could make them into wine glasses or something, you know? That'd be kind of cool. Since I have a dolphin wine glass, I can make frogs. There are a lot of people out there that like frogs. So I'm taking special care with the top of this. I need to make sure that it's nice and smooth. because it's got to fit your hand perfectly. I want a piggy, a mug, and a dolphin. Okay, Canada Bear. Leah says that. Lele said it's okay. Janelle says, I'll be patient. Okay. Yeah, it's that time of year. It's crazy. Daily shorts. What? What? Is she taking away the message? Man, she's getting rid of everything. Let's see. You explain all that is the exact reason why I want you to purchase from you. Oh, well, thank you, Taz. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I do spend a little more time on my products, and probably more than I should, but it's just like the handle. This part here and up here, it needs to fit your hand correctly, or you're not going to want to use it, So that's what I'm always thinking about. Always thinking about the end user. Because if it doesn't feel good in the hands, it wasn't made by hands. I mean, just saying. Just saying, What am I missing? No more gibberish, MG, or you will go to the corner. Left alive, but Murray doesn't deserve to lose the time. Honestly, I don't deserve to be ran off because you want to act. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, MG. I know you're a cool person, but, give Leah a break, man. Yeah, Leah has special powers in here, for sure. Let's see. He was talking nonsense. I really wasn't paying him much attention, so I'm glad you were, Leah. I mean, I didn't really take notice. Mark says, so true, Leah. I don't want him to feel attacked or ganged up on. It's just enough at one point. Yeah, I get it. After a while, it gets to be, you start to feel like it's a bit childish in a way, So I can understand that. I wasn't really paying much attention to it. Because I know you were both going back and forth with each other, so I really wasn't paying attention to what he was saying or much of what you were saying, but I figure you two got it. You can handle it. You're both moderators. You could. So you saw just how long it took me to do that handle. And, it really shouldn't take me that long, but the reason why it does is there's the handle. Okay? And that's going to fit your hand perfectly. Right? So that's why it takes me a little bit longer to do them. But I think they look really well at the end. Attack ganged up. Nice, extremely nice. Bring it up there, please. Where did the pinned message go? I didn't delete it. Well, Lee, when you did something, it did go away because it says deleted by you. Yeah, it could have been because of the timeout. Let's see. No, it's right. Isn't nonsense. But it comes off mean to you, Leah. I will still. Okay. Yeah, Laura says, that's really nice. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I want them to be nice, you know? Because I want to see my mugs being used. And so far, all my family members and people that have gotten my mugs said, I love your mugs. It's like, okay, thank you. And I have a thing that I'm starting on a Patreon, that you become a member on Patreon, or Patreon, however you want to pronounce it. I have a mug thing where, like, once I have like 30 people in there, which I can actually drop that. It doesn't have to be that many. But what I'll do is everybody eventually gets a mug that's in that group. But yeah, everybody will end up in the group getting a free mug if they had signed on to it. But I really haven't done much with Patreon right now. I mean, I have it up there, but that's it really. I haven't even checked it really recently. Because I want to be able to give back to my fans and people that like to watch me. Those that are dedicated, watchers and stuff. And those, and eventually, people who become members and that kind of thing eventually. I like to be able to give back. Let's see. Yeah, it really is, Laura. It's very comfy to hold. And you'll get one, I'm sure. And you'll find out they are very nice. Oh, thank you, Leah. I appreciate that comment. Any coffee? Okay. It's okay, Adrian. It's all right. Lily says, I just saw a ceramic artist I know. She uses quartz flour, okay, and most likely shades of various oxides and elements. They calculated the proportions for the glaze on the calculator. So, Lily, if you can get a hold of me, like on Facebook or something like that, I don't know if you're on there or not. And if you're able to send that to me or let me know what that formula is that for the dark red or the cherry color you're talking about? I'm assuming so, because that's what you were trying to get to, I think. But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely try to find something that matches what you like if you like my products. So I'm not a hard person to get along with. I try to make people as happy as possible. Let's see. Thanks for putting me in timeout. I'm leaving. All right, MG. I'll catch you later. Let's see. And it wasn't to be mean. Yeah, patience running out. I've tried to be super chill. When this is making my night worse, just not. I'm sorry, Leah. I'm sorry. Yes, Leah likes to come in here and just enjoy the night. Just listen and watch. She likes to be chill. Yeah, well, Leah, you're a very nice person. So is Janelle. So a lot of you in here. So super, super nice. So all I'm doing is smoothing out the bottom. So Janelle, I didn't think about it, but I'd probably be able to make a saucer for that. If I put a hole in the bottom of it, you're going to need a saucer to go with it. Unless you don't want a hole in the bottom of it. I don't have to put one in. What time it is? 9 o'clock already. Gee whiz. Time flies, doesn't it? I do want to try to get to bed a little bit earlier tonight, if I can. Oh, I need to pull that handle more. It's too thick. Let's see. Sometimes I get after Russians whenever. Leah, you can lurk anytime you feel like you need to get away. You don't have to stick around too if you don't want to. I mean, I get that sometimes this can get frustrating. I'm just glad we didn't have what we had last night. That was crazy last night. Unbelievable. Couldn't believe it how bad they were trying to spam us. But I think YouTube did take care of them, and that's why they didn't come back. See, when I take my finger into the inside like this, I roll that edge so it feels really nice inside here for your fingers. So it's a nice resting place. It just makes it feel way more comfortable. Hey, everybody has their limits, for sure. Hey, Bullseye Ben, how you doing? I was able to catch one of your lives today, which is pretty cool. And I saw that video of your bow. That's an awesome looking bow. And I did join his channel, and I actually put a note that you're the one that brought me there. So no worries, brother. I appreciate it. There's pulling the handle. You know, I like to bring it around, but it's still a little bit thick in here, so I want to try to thin that out more. Yeah, it's awesome for sure. I love seeing your bow. It's a very nice PSC. Yeah, I bet, man. You're probably out there shooting it as soon as it comes in. I know I would be. My live stream tonight, much then just spur the moment. Yeah, well, you know, that works too, you know. It's pretty cool that I was able to catch it. I saw you're on, it's like, oh, I gotta stop and watch him. Okay, look, I'm close to the edge of this crap, MG. I timed you out, but I did. I have a big girl wrench. Yes, you do, Canada Bear. Can't even do that, and I did it because you're acting like a child. Yes, Leah has the big wrench, and she will use it. We like to have fun in this stream, but sometimes it gets overboard, you know? As far as the nonsense, I should say. The fun. I love fun. Yeah, MG, just when you come back in, man, just don't flood it with stuff we don't know what you're writing, you know? And nobody else in the chat can read it. I mean, we appreciate the fact that you're from Norway or you're Norwegian and then you're able to write that stuff, but just don't blog the chat up like that, or clog it up, I should say. All right. Another one bites the dust. Once they get the handle on them, then I can give them the stamp of approval. Let's see. Bullseye Ben. I'm here for you, Leah. Much love, y'all. Laura says, have a great night, guys. I got to get off of here. They all look really nice, though. Can't wait to get my own. Yeah, Laura. Awesome. Thank you for being here tonight. I really appreciate you being here. I don't know that I'll be on tomorrow night, but probably not. But I thank you for being on here tonight. Yeah. Another handle. Yeah, they look good. I think they do. This is the last one I think I'm going to make tonight. Anyhow, it's already 9:15, and I don't want to be on until 10 o'clock tonight. It just gets a little late for me when I got to go to work the next day. That's why. I love y'all in the chat though. Please do not come on because of me. I feel terrible. Leah, you did a good job. It was getting a little overhand, you know. Out of hand, I should say. It's getting a little out of hand. That's why you like to lurk sometimes, so you can kind of stay out of the mess. But But I think, yeah, you and Bullseye Ben are the only two on here right now that are, unless there's more lurking. There might be some more lurking, but as far as mods go. Oh, thank you, Lily. I try to make them look really nice, you know? They should look like they belong on the mug, and they should feel good in your hands. So if they're too big for the mug, it just doesn't work, you know? But most importantly, they do have to fit your hands. Let's see. Oh, Drag Girl's on here. Whenever I joined, I started cooking some food for dinner. Oh, cool. I cook at 6, 7, or 8. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, I'm just about getting ready to get off of here, Dragon Girl. Were you on longer than that? Did you see the big piece I made? Thank you, Leah. And all these mugs are pretty well the same height, too. I mean, they really turned out nice. You can see some of the handles here that I've made that are going to go in the mugs. But I'm not going to put them on tonight. I will save them for tomorrow night, because that way they set up a little bit more. They're just a little bit wet. And I want them to fit to the mugs a little bit better. I can just control them better when they're a little bit more stiff. So I want to give them a little bit of time to dry. I tried to be patient and nice. I always do, but sometimes I fall short. Hey, we all do, Leah. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't think you fell short, by the way. I really don't think so. I mean, you did what you were supposed to do. You know, we just don't need to have all that going on and people trying to actually chat, and you know, we just don't need all that. I mean, I appreciate MG and his abilities, you know, to be able to do different languages and stuff like that, and where he's from. But you know, it can get to be too much. So I think that's the only point, you know. Let's see. I just joined when you showed the handles. Oh, Drago Girl, you got to hit the bell so you get notified when I go live. That way you can catch me sooner. Adrian and I said goodbye. All right, Adrian. Hey, I'll see you later. Take care. And I like your name, Canda Bear. I like your name. Leah, well, he's being a child, period. Look, Van Bear, I've had my things with him, and we've had a specific understanding of, hey, these stop, even, yep. Sometimes these, yeah, well, that's all it is. Oh, okay. Okay, Adrian. I wasn't sure. Maybe I should start calling you Panda Bear. Bullseye Ben says, I'll be right back. Okay. Dragon Girl says, it doesn't show live notifications on my phone, so I have to get them on YouTube to see who's live. Oh. Well, that's kind of weird that they don't show up on your phone. I don't know why that would be, though. But, I mean, obviously it's true, right? I mean, I just don't understand why YouTube wouldn't show it on your phone when you know, somebody you're following goes live. It's kind of crazy. This is how I wrap everything up in plastic for the nighttime, because they do tend to dry out too fast. and keep my mugs wet as much as I can so I can get them tomorrow. Since it is getting a little late. And Dragon Girl, let me show you Janelle's planter. See that, or it's a centerpiece for her table. But there you go. I made that today. Very large pot. But Janelle said she wanted it, so it's hers. So I just have to get it all done for her. But yeah, it's a big giant pot. Yeah. I threw this because I was waiting for my clay to dry up a little bit. It's basic, yeah. I didn't even want him to leave, but he doesn't get it. The same button he used to time out. Could use a timeout 24 hours, yeah. You could have. Yeah, I mean, you have the power. You do have the power, Leah. So, yeah, Ryder, it's 9:21. Yeah, it's about time for me to get off of here and start my evening. Just settling down, getting ready for bed, that kind of thing. So, feel free, Marie, to call me Adrian Candabear. Okay, I'll do that. Where's my heart? Oh, Leah, your heart is still in there at the kiln. It's going to get dried. Well, it is dry. It's going to get bisque fired, and then I'll have to glaze it. So I will let you know when it's ready to be glazed. As a matter of fact, I'll probably do a live of me glazing those things when they come out, so that way you'll be on there and you can tell me, hey, I want this color, I want that color, and then we'll make it, you know. And same with Janelle. I think she's still in here somewhere, but same with her, you know, whatever color she wants this, I can do that too. That's the biggest one I've seen out of all the ones you've made. Yeah, it is. It is, Drago Girl, because it's like 7 pounds of clay. So it is pretty good size, you know. But yeah. Let's see. Adrian, Panda Girl, Panda Bear. I think he blocked me. I don't know what to do. Oh, it's alright. You'll be alright, Adrian. He'll come back. Cyberpunk says, how does dry skin affect you at work? You don't have any elbow grease to put on it. So Cyberpunk, what I do is I put lotion on my hands because they will get dry in the clay. So yeah, after I'm done here, I'll wash my hands and I'll put lotion on them to keep them, you know, from drying out too much. Yeah, he'll unblock. He'll be fine. Yeah, for sure. What color will my heart be? Well, it'd be any color you want, or any color I have, I can make it for you. So when I do the live, I'll show you all the different colors I have, and then you can pick which one you want your heart to be. And I can even make it red. So, well, yeah. Hey, this is a big piece. That's going to look really cool when it's done. All right. I'll have to put these in something so they don't dry out too quickly. But I think I caught those mugs just in time. When I got home, they were starting to, it looked like the edges were starting to dry out too much. So I got, oh no, is it dead? Oh, it got a dent in it. It got a dent in it. It's alright. At least it ain't bad. And the handle's still in good shape. Alright. This guy here is still in good shape too. The handles are so wet and sticky. Alright. They lived. Just have to be careful with them. It's hard to stick them in these bags. I need to make a cabinet that I can just sit them in. And that kind of stuff doesn't happen to me. Could be two colors, like half and half. Yes. Yes, Leah, it can be two colors. So I have probably 11, 12 mugs to do just like this one. So, but mistakes do happen at times, and you drop something, and you know, it happens. You know, it's just the way it goes. And what's the worst thing is when you have something that you spend a lot of time on, then it hurts a lot more when you drop it or something, you know. So well, you know what? Let's put it this way. It's a little bit easier. All right. Be careful of the breakdown. Slow and steady wins the race. Sure does. Hey, I appreciate you all being here tonight. I really, really do. We didn't get spammed out tonight, which is really nice, because last night it was crazy. And that's an understatement, but it was really, really crazy. I didn't think we'd ever get rid of them. So apparently YouTube took care of them for us. Because I turned them in a couple times, that whole thing. And then they didn't come back, which is, I hope, is what happened, is YouTube took care of it. But, anywho. All right, guys. Yeah, it was insane, for sure. Yeah, nice talking to everybody. I appreciate you all being here. Love you all. I'll let you know when I come live again. And, yeah. Thank you all for stopping in and hanging with me. I appreciate it. You all have a good evening. Have a good day tomorrow. And maybe, what, Thursday? Friday. I like to go live Fridays, if I can. So, we'll make it soon, though. All right, guys? Yeah, exactly. No drama. No drama. Keep your drama for your mama, not for your friends. Yeah. All right. Hearts for everybody. All right. Love all you guys. Catch you later. And have a good evening. I'm ending the stream. Yep. All right. See y'all.